So hello friends, welcome to my video lectures. I am Mr. Chowdhury. In today's sessions we will discuss on the topic the art of language design under the subject programming paradigms. There is another name, the principles of programming languages. Friends, we use the computers for the various tasks such as emails, games, web browsing, word processing, social networking, programming, and many other tasks. So there are thousands of applications people use to run on the machine. These applications are written using different programming languages. But it is not until you write the first programs and execute it, then you will begin to appreciate how these applications works. After a certain level of programming, we come to know and wonder how the programming languages works. So in this course, Principles of Programming Paradigms, we will study the principal features and overall design and implementation of both traditional and modern programming languages. Friends, as you know, computer science is a young discipline and we are constantly finding better ways to do things. Today there are thousands of programming languages are created by the people, and new ones continues to emerge. Now you are already familiar with many high level programming languages, starting with the Fortran, COBOL, Pascal, C, C++, Java, C hash, Python, then HTML, JavaScript, Perl, PHP, and so many. So each language is designed and implemented for specific purpose. Now the questions arise in the minds. So why there are so many different programming languages? How and why so many programming languages developed by the people? In what ways they are the similar? What are their differences? What kind of programming language may be developed and used in future? So these are the various questions comes in the minds. So we will find the answer of these questions in the next slide. So there are several possible answers. And these answers are the evolution, special purposes, personal preference, expressive powers, use and implementation, excellent compilers. So let us see one by one. So we'll start with the evolution. Evolution means the gradual change or the development over the period of time. If we see the history of the programming languages, so in the early era, low level languages like machine level and assembly languages were developed, and these languages were used mainly for writing the code for the system softwares like the operating systems, compilers, editors, and so on. So most important thing is here, so these languages were developed and used only for the specific machine. So these languages were development or dependent on the machine architectures. So then come era of various conventional high level languages like Fortran, COBOL, Pascal, Algol, Ada, Basic, C. So actually use of programming languages begins with the arrival of Fortran in 1957. Fortran in 1957. So using Fortran, scientists and engineers were used to write the formulas using traditional symbols from mathematics like plus, star, minus, division, etc. Such notations were therefore a natural starting point for the design of the programming languages. For example, the formula like b square minus 4ac was written in Fortran this way: b star 2 minus 4.0 star a star c. So initially in the languages such as Fortran, COBOL, BASIC, in which control flow is used using goto statement. So use of this goto based control flow gave the idea of while loop, case statements. Similarly, higher level constructs like nested block structure gave the way to object oriented structure of C++, Smalltalk, Eiffel, and so on. Then special purposes. So many languages were developed for the specific domain. For example, C language, and C language is good for low level system programmings. Then Lisp, this language was good for manipulating symbolic data and complex data structure. Then Prolog is good for reasoning about logical relationships among the data. Then Snowball and Icon, these languages are good for the manipulating character strings. So this way the programming language is developed for the specific domain. So third answer is personal preference. Different people like different things. It is simply the matter of taste. Some people love the C programming, some hate it. Even though in the technical sense they are equal, it is a personal choice. Then fourth, the expressive power. Sometimes we say that one language is more powerful than other, though in the technical sense they are all equivalent. So depending on the language features, so there is a huge impact on the programmer's ability to write clear, concise and maintainable code, especially for very large systems. Then next possible answer is the use and implementations. Initially basic languages was very successful. Basic, so this language was very successful because its simplicity. Similarly, Logo was popular among the elementary level educators for the similar reasons, because these languages were easily implemented on tiny machines with limited resources. Java designers have taken similar steps. Pascal languages was taught for many years in the introductory programming languages course because comparatively it was easy to learn and understand. Nowadays C, C++, Java, Python are playing a similar role. Then last, the excellent compilers. In compiler, if the compiler is written for language is excellent, then we can say it is the powerful programming languages. For example, C# is the one of the most powerful programming language in the .NET framework because its translator programs are very excellent, that gives the flexible language which is applicable to Java, Objective-C, PHP and more. So this was all about art of language design, which this topics comes under the principles of programming language. So I have tried to explain you the basic of these topics. So I hope you understood the theoretical concepts of the programming paradigms. So thank you for watching my video. Thank you very much.